Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Barasham Yahweh Barasham Rakak Wadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, the creator of heaven and earth, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, the God which the scriptures speak of. Yahweh is only begotten Son, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and the Rakak Wadash, which is the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Wisdom who were pushing for 100% of the gospel, helping to wake up and to seal the elect of the nation of Israel. And salutations to all you Archimedes that are pushing this gospel in righteousness and sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. Alright, so we're going to go into just to get a few precepts concerning, how the Most High sends his angels to not only watch over but to protect the elect, the hopeful elect, because recently, more often than not, you'll be seeing the videos about the Akia and the brothers, specifically in Babylon and all the other parts of the world, showing videos of them seeing chariots after camp, chariots during camp, chariots in the middle of camp and before camp. Whenever they set up to do their camps, you see the chariots, like birds flying, in their formations, and that's all scriptural, because even if you can go to the scriptures and it clearly tell you that the angels will always be around the elect. Of course, the angels are everywhere watching all the things that are going upon the earth, but specifically they would be around the elect. And let me just get that Psalm 34 verse 7. That's where I am right now. So this is the book of Psalms 34 verse 7. The angels of the Most High, the angels of Yahweh encampeth around about them that fear him, and delivereth them. And when the scriptures talk about our deliverance, we know that deliverance that the scriptures speak of are the chariots, and also the scriptures tell you that the chariots of Yahweh, it's like I have to go to that. It says it is 10,000, even thousands of angels, So this precept is clearly telling you that it's like let me type that right. This precept is clearly telling you that the angels that the Most High is talking about here are the chariots. So this is the book of Psalm 68 verse 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Yahweh is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. So these angels that and there's also another picture that tells us that the Most High makes the chariots his clouds. They tell that because that these chariots they can hide in the clouds, and they watch over his elect, watch over the hopeful elect, I should say. They watch over us. They encamp around us. They protect us, from anything that might come our way. All right. So this is just a quick lesson to for Akim, not to be for exaltation. For any Akim that's just a little worried about the things that are to come. There's no need to be worried. For Akim that are worried about being about all the repercussions of being in this truth, there's no need to worry. And it's also a little bit of exhortation for myself as well, because whenever we do these lessons, it's also possible. Not only do we edify the hopeful elect, we also edify ourselves by doing these lessons, because when you say these things out loud, when you say the things that you believe, when you talk about this truth out loud, it gives you it gives you a little more. It builds up your faith. I should put it like that, because there's another saying in the world that if you teach somebody something, you begin to understand it better. That teaching somebody also helps you to understand something. And that's actually true, because that's why I'm doing this lesson. Just to bring out these things, to edify myself, and also, if possible, to edify other Akim out there as well. So we just go jump to my next precept in Psalms 91. And because we're going through all these precepts that are showing that the Most High will send his angels to protect us, that's why the scriptures have so hard on not being scared of this devil, not being scared of Esau, not being scared of any of the things that he can do to us or do unto us, because we know that we are being protected, man. Now, I'm going to get the precept about that a little bit later, but let me just get this one first. Psalms 91, and I'll start from the 9th chapter. Because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. That's basically it right there. The angels once again being our protectors. And that's why you're always, no, that's why a lot of Akim have always been seeing them in their camps. That's why they have always been visiting the camps, because they are protecting us, and you're giving us those faith boosters by revealing themselves to us. All for the sake of what, to praise and glorify the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. So let me also jump to Hebrews 1 verse 14. And that's where the next precept is. It says that it says are they not all ministering spirits? Yeah. Alright, so this is the book of Hebrews 1 verse 14. Are they not all ministering spirits, sent forth to minister to them who shall be heads of salvation? And what that minister means is to serve, and the heads of salvation are the hopeful elect. So these angels are being sent by our power, Yahweh in order to serve and protect us. They are doing everything. They are doing everything to our service. Also in service to Yahweh and the scriptures tell you that the angels, they like to do the will of Yahweh. Which one of those wills would be to protect us and to defend us? So I'll bring out an example of how, or an example that proves that the angels, they encamp around about the elect and protect them from any evil that might come upon them. So from the book of 2 Kings chapter 6, and after from verse 9. And the man of the Most High sent unto the king of Israel, saying, Beware that thou pass not such a place, for thither the Syrians are come down. So the spirit of Yahweh revealed to Elisha the prophet during the time of his prophecies that when the king of Israel and the king of Syria are having war, he revealed to him the locations where the king of Syria would camp in order to ambush the king of Israel. So that's what. So that's basically the background of this precept. Let me keep reading down. And the king of Israel sent to this place which the man of the Most High told him and warned of, and saved himself there not once nor twice. So this happened multiple times, and it started to grieve the heart of the king of Syria. And I continue from verse 11. Therefore the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing, and he called his servants and said unto them, Will ye not shew me which of us is for the king of Israel? And one of his servants said, None, my lord, O king. But Elisha the prophet that is in Israel telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber. And he said, Go and spy where he is, that I may send and fetch him. And it was told him, saying, Behold, he is in Dothan. So the king of Syria wanted to grab up Elisha the prophet to do, to bring harm unto him so that he could win the battle against the king of Israel. But this precept right here will show that the Most High was with him, and he sent down angels to protect him. So let me continue reading. From verse 14. Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host, and they came by night and compassed the city about. And when the servant of the man of the Most High was risen early and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city both with horses and chariots. And the servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And that's something that we should realize, man. Not only are the angels of Yahweh greater in number than Esau and his armies, but they are also more powerful, far, far, far more powerful. The elders and the apostles, they always tell you how one angel is enough to take out Esau's entire system. But when the Most High comes, when Yahweh comes, and even at this time now, he sends millions upon millions of angels just to watch over us, and he will send millions of angels to destroy and to destroy this place and to deliver us from it, man. So we literally have nothing to fear. That's why the scripture says that he that is greater than me is greater. That's why the scripture says that he that is in me is greater than he that is in the world. In other words, and what is in us, Yahushua also said that the kingdom of heaven is within us, that we are the temple of Yahushua. And in that temple, that's where the Lord dwells, man. This truth. So the Most High is within us, and that power, Yahushua, is greater than anything that Esau could ever build up in this world. So we literally have nothing to fear. This devil should be shaking in their boots, whenever they see us going out to prophesy, going out to the highways and byways, and you can believe it, they are. You know, like for example, when you see animals, they always tell you that yeah, that these animals are more scared of you than you are of them. Well, guess what? These devils are more scared of us than we are of them. You know, so you should be comforted in that fact that the Most High has made it so that there's nothing that these people can do against us. And and very soon he'll put that spirit in our hearts. Where we know where we'll basically be where we'll basically be fearless, and we know that and he's put that spirit in us that we are basically fearless, and we know that they can do nothing against us, and the only person we have to fear is the Most High. How about Shmi Yahashai? Which is why the book of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 1 reads like it does. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness in the face of all those that oppressed him and made no account of his labors. And when they see it, great fear shall fill them, and they shall be amazed by the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they have looked for. These are the things that are coming. This is something that this isn't just a story that we just tell ourselves to make our lives easier. We just tell ourselves not to give ourselves comfort. These are things that are happening currently. And I know that you're the Akian that are in this truth already, that in this truth already know what I'm talking about. But for knowing new brothers, you're supposed to embrace it. You're supposed to understand this is something that will happen. You're supposed to tell yourself that this is something that will happen. This, you have to believe it, that this is actually going to happen. I don't know if you understand. I don't know, because sometimes I feel like when I say these things, I don't really get the gravity of those words. And the people that I am actually keep speaking about it to don't understand what I'm trying to say, or don't understand what those words mean. That's why I have to repeat it constantly, because of how Jake is. But this is something that will happen. Do you understand? That's very soon, very very soon. You're going to see all these things that I'm talking about happen. Seeing angels and chariots in the sky. So can we just continue what I was reading from verse 16? So let's just start from verse 15. And when the servant of the man of the Most High was risen early and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Yahweh, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And Yahweh opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. And that's what this truth has done. The Most High has opened our eyes so that we see. So we see the chariots and we see the angels, because all these UFO sightings, they are going around all over the world. Everybody else is seeing it, but they don't know what it is. They are just ignoring it. Now, something that doesn't really matter, and they're just saying that they are giving it all kinds of their own radical explanation. But we know exactly what it is. It's the angels. They are basically surrounding this kingdom, waiting for the signal of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, waiting for that trumpet. To start fucking shit up. Start I have to excuse my language, but to start tearing shit up. To start, and also to save the elect, the hopeful elect, the heirs of salvation. And that's what we are all waiting for. That's what Scripture says in the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. That's rejoice ye heavens, and ye. Let me go to that. Let me not butcher it. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Alright, so this is the book of Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, and woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And what I wanted to go was the first part, where it says that rejoice ye heavens, and ye rejoice ye heavens. That's why we're rejoicing, because first of all, we know that we have already won the battle. We already won against Esau before the fight even started. Long before the fight even started, we have already won. It's just a matter of when will it happen? When will it happen? That's why all the prophets were always asking, when, Lord, when shall be the pattern asunder of the times? When shall you return the kingdom to Israel now? Because you know that it will happen. It's just a matter of when will these things happen. So there's no need to be worried about anything, or scared of Esau coming down with great wrath, or Jacob's trouble. Because as long as you are in this truth, in righteousness and sincerity, you will be saved. Let me keep reading. Let me just finish this up, and I can close out. So let me see. I continue from verse 18. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto Yahweh and said, Smite these people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. And that's what's coming out as well, spiritual power. When brothers will be able to see something, and the angels, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shemi are trying to come to pass. Now that's basically what I wanted to get of all these precepts, But I give all praises, honor, and glory once again unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Ba'asham Rakakwadash, Wa Abad Babal. And through the Spirit, I hope you brothers were edified. Shalom.